Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Fox and Pony Show, the YouTube channel dedicated to cool rides owned by regular people with some pretty great stories. And on this episode, we're going to talk about what I did to turn a 40-year-old Mustang into a daily workhorse and not just a pretty show pony. So earlier today, I was tooling around on YouTube and I came across the Fox Chamber. It's a YouTube channel I tend to follow. He's always got some pretty good content, and today I was watching an episode all about his experience and what it takes to daily his Fox, and kind of what his experiences have been. Comfort, takeaways from people, things of that nature. And it struck me with some inspiration. As I was talking with my friend Rocco, who owns an 03 Cobra, by the way, and what we were talking about was what it's like when you daily drive one of these old cars. And I use mine for work. So I figured I'd give my opinion and show you some of the technical things we did to make my car a more comfortable daily car. Please remember, if you enjoyed the episode, like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified so that way you can see future episodes of the Fox and Pony Show. Since sight and visibility is a major thing, we're going to go ahead and start at the front of the car. We replaced the old halogens with some upgraded LEDs. These things are super duper bright. I got them from RMS Lighting. I'm going to actually attach a link to his website right there in the comments. These things are so bright that actually people think my brights are on when they're not. So sometimes I have to give them the brights also. Now, I do kind of feel bad about that. I hate being behind people and making sure, and I do feel like they might be a little too bright. But in reality, it's kind of a dark car. They're little. At night, it can be very easy to be not seen or to not be able to see anything. So I do feel much more comfortable with how bright they are because I know one thing, I will never be missed. When it came to the wheels and brakes, I was definitely all about safety. So they always came with disc brakes in the front. We also did disc brakes in the back. These are 17x9, 245 in the front. I have 275 in the rear. And I have a 1984 SVO brake booster. So that way she really does stop great. In fact, these wheels are so big, when I hit the brakes, there's no skidding. She just stops. Now, a lot of people do go with a Cadillac upgrade for them. Those are great, very conventional. Absolutely wonderful brakes, will stop you just as quick. I decided to keep something a little bit more age appropriate, going with the 1984, especially backing up these 03 replica Cobra Rs. I did do the 5-lug upgrade because, again, I wanted more options, things I can do with the wheels and tires down the road. And I just felt like that gave me a little bit more of a new edge. Plus, this whole suspension is a 94 GT underneath. So really, it's an 84 Mustang on top, but it rides like a 94 GT, which is some of the smoothest ride Mustangs you can buy. I had a 1999 40th anniversary that was the best riding car I've ever owned in my life. I took it on many road trips, and this car rides very similar, if not almost identical to it. My day job is I'm a private coach. I teach a lot of different sports, a lot of different kids, a lot of different ages, which means I have to have a lot of equipment I can cart around with me. So I'm a coach by day and a YouTube content creator by night. But more of the coach thing. And since I log a lot of time behind that steering wheel, I want to make sure that driving position was perfect. The original seats were plenty comfortable, but just not my style. So I actually sent them off to a guy who built a GT350 with his sons. What I decided to do was go ahead and upgrade, do something a little bit more contemporary, a little more new age, and I went with the Corbeau seats that you can get off LMR. Now, I didn't think they were going to be comfortable, and I did expect to change them for the SN95 seats, but in reality, they are super comfortable, and I really do enjoy them. Practicality means usability. These cars did not come with cup holders, so I added in the plug and chug. That is a center console mounted cup holder. This thing is awesome. It absolutely holds my cups. It is great and is a must for any Fox body. When I got the plug and chug, there's not a lot of options. Now there's all over Facebook. LMR has a dual cup holder with phone charging stations, and those are great. But to do that, I would have had to remove what I call the Starship Enterprise diagram. I don't know why, but I love this thing. The original gauges were both black and hard to read and not very reliable. So we switched those into a white face gauge, which is a lot easier to see during the day. Those green backflow LED lights are great. They really are very easily seen at night, and you can see very easily during the day. They read very clearly. Making sure I had everything right, we added in mechanical gauges for both oil pressure as well as my hot water temp. Making sure all my gauges are reading proper, that way we know Molly's running right. And that brings us to the motor. It's still a 302 that she had when she left the factory, but the main thing we did was add the Holley Sniper upgrade. This is a must for any carbureted car and makes it work as if it was not carbureted, like it was fuel injected. It increased her usability as well as her practicality. So there you have it, all things it took to take a 1984 GT350 and turn it into a daily driven Mustang. She really is a workhorse. With that Sniper upgrade, she runs like a modern day car. It's absolutely wonderful. I did leave out though one little thing. These cars did not come with air conditioning traditionally. Molly does have the upgrade. I do have a Freon leak, so I tend not to even use it. In South Florida, it's definitely one of those things you're going to want. But with me, I'm not worried about it. Because when you drive a car this cool, you're always going to have the windows down and the air in your hair. Make sure you drive safe, and we'll see you next time on the Fox and Pony Show.